this better?
Yes.
All right. I'm Engel, and I'm honored to be one of the authors in this anthology as well. My title for my piece was It's Just a Pair of Glasses. And I have recently written a memoir, which is going to be published in May of next year. And I don't know if you all know this, but when you write, you have to rewrite. It's so hard. And this was one of the pieces that I actually took out of my memoir. So I'm going to read it to you. And also, I'm a 17-year-old girl, or 18-year-old girl in this piece. I had never known another human being like Nick, self-absorbed, 21, ready to boil over any minute. After 6 months of marriage, I had determined not to get him going. I had learned the hard way what happened when I spoke my mind. Once, when I complained the trash cans were overflowing, he hurled it out of the second-story window and left a mountain of trash for me to pick up. My cheeks burned as I remembered the neighbors' faces. He often told me that he lost his cool because I was such a nag. He'd add, "You're lucky I never hit you." Slouched in his corner, face flushed, belly stuck out, he resembled a pouting infant. He glared at me. I hope our baby's not crying. Just then, my baby gave a powerful kick. I chuckled softly. What's so funny? The baby just kicked. I rubbed my stomach, grinning at him. Liar, you were looking at me when you laughed. You laughed at me. God, Nick, you think everything's about you. The second I said it, I knew it was the wrong thing to say. I quickly smiled and, ready to apologize, watched his face darken. My heart and head pounded. My throat closed. Oh God, what did I just do? He lunged towards me with his hand raised. His slap hit my face with such force, my neck made a cracking sound. My glasses flew from my face, breaking and slicing across my nose and cheek. Instant pain was followed by shock as they sailed across the room. Don't you ever laugh at me, you stupid, stupid bitch, he screamed, his face inches from mine. I rolled in a ball and sobbed, my arms instinctively protecting my middle. Bloody drool filled my mouth from the slit lip, and I wiped it as it ran down my chin. Crawling on my hands and knees, keening sounds coming from somewhere deep inside, I gathered up the pieces of my glasses with shaking hands. The frames were broken, the lens shattered. Gagging, afraid I would vomit, I cowered as Nick stood above me, his fist clenched. I knew I would pay for this, and I began repeating, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. After a momentary standoff, he turned and stumbled toward the bedroom, grumbling. We can't afford new glasses. He slammed the bedroom door and then yelled, get your parents to buy you new ones. I held my bloody face over the kitchen sink, cautiously dabbing a wet dishcloth over my cheekbone, afraid to enter the bedroom where Nick lay passed out, snoring. Where will I find money for new glasses? My body ached all over, but worst of all, my baby was still, as if afraid of making its presence known. Please, let my baby be okay. Spending a sleepless night on the couch, I held a cold cloth on my cheek, trying to think of excuses for my ravaged face. Watching the early morning sunlight filter through the windows, my mind shifted. There were no tears left to cry. I wrapped my arms around my middle, cradling my precious unborn child, and rose, unsteady on my feet. Tiptoeing into the kitchen, I prepared the morning coffee, just the way Nick liked it, piping hot, strong, and black. I placed the eggs and bread on the counter, deciding to make French toast, his favorite. And this is what I told myself. Nick knew about my past and still married me. He has a good job. I shouldn't have laughed. It's just a pair of glasses.